Hello, Hussein from Ather Gaming here, and I'm here with...
Ali Alwethaiqi.
Okay, and what did you do today?
I top 32 YCS Rhode Island.
Okay, let's go. What deck did you do it with?
I did it with Ryzeal Mitsurugi Fiendsmith,
Okay.
but with minimal bricks.
Okay, let's see it.
So the Ryzeal engine is just the minimum you could play: 2X, 2 sword, 2 ice,
Yeah.
1 bonfire.
Okay.
You cut node and cross because you don't want to draw them,
Yeah.
and if you're getting to do a drive to resolve it.
You don't
you're
play
already
star
winning.
either, eh?
No star, because
Okay.
it only plays around draw if you hard summon ice as the first action, and that's not happening very often. Then for the Mitsurugi cards, 3 prayers is standard. 2 ritual, this cut down from 3 because Habakiri is another way into ritual,
Okay.
and we play 3 of that. 1 ritual is, I feel like it's unplayable with 1 ritual because you're always getting your ritual impulsed. You need to have a way to go like Murakamo in hand, and we play 2 of those too.
Yeah.
You threaten Murakamo summon from hand, this must eat the impulse, and then you go summon from deck, and now you get to your Murakamo.
You don't play the other guy, eh?
Futsu is another brick like you don't want to draw.
Okay.
So you try to play minimal bricks with this because the normal boards are winning anyway.
Okay.
And you're eating hand traps.
Nice.
We did 1 Saji, 1 Kuza.
Okay.
I was not on Kuza for a long time, but there is absolutely no recursion in the deck, as you'll see in the extra deck. There's no recursion except for the Fiendsmith cards.
Yeah.
And you need Kuza to recur the prayer, or you lose out on
Yeah.
the Regekis.
Makes sense.
Saji is just a brick, you don't want to draw it.
Okay. So he's not a starter on his own, right?
He's not a starter on his own, but if you draw him with Habakiri, you can chain block the Saji. You can go normal summon Saji, no effect. Habakiri summon from deck Kuza, tribute Saji, and then you go Saji 1, Kuza 2.
Oh, and you can
Now
add
you're
him
chain
back.
blocking the Saji.
Okay. Oh,
This
that's
came
nice.
up once. My opponent didn't do this combo, so he lost because of it.
Okay.
Shoutouts to him. He was a cool guy. And then for the Fiendsmith cards, 1 Paradise engine requirement. It never got sided out ever. In simple board states, you need it. You have to make Caesar and then Paradise to back it
Even
up.
going second, though?
Even going second, it never goes out. Tracked, 2 of these come out going second. You play 3 because it plays around Droll. With Mitsu, Droll is our father, so you have to kind of do your best. The 1 Lurie for the tracts, and then 2 Lacrima and 2 Engraver.
Okay. So Lacrima is your normal summon, basically.
So Lacrima is the best normal summon in the game, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It plays around the Droll, plays around everything.
Yeah.
2 Engraver because you don't want to draw it because of Droll. And you have combos with 2 Lac where if you see 1 Engraver or any 2 Fiendsmith cards, you can go 2 Lacs into Feral Imps, and now you're bridging Fiendsmith into Mitsu.
Okay.
When 1 Lac is just impossible to bridge those 2. I never missed the 3rd Engraver.
Can it also get you to your Ryzeal engine?
You'll see that there. I don't play duo drive, so no.
Oh yeah, okay, true. So for you, the Ryzeal cards are just like strictly starters.
Yeah, they're strictly extenders and starters. When your shit gets stopped, you just want to summon a detonator with an aggregator underneath, and this is gas.
Yeah.
For the non-engine, we played 17 non-engine cards.
Wow. Main deck count is
45.
45. Wow. Okay.
So 3 Ash mandatory, obviously, and then 3 Droll in the main. Even though I'm playing 5 Chummies.
Yeah.
So this seems like it conflicts, but it actually doesn't, because if you're going second, you will Charmy them and you will not Droll them, and then Droll is for the follow-up because they make a half board, you have to break it, and then you won't kill probably, and then you Droll for the follow-up. And also helps with side patterns, you'll see later. And then 3 Nib and 3 Imperm.
Okay. You like Nib?
Nib was amazing. A lot of players in early format don't really know their lines too well.
Yeah.
So they play into Nib a lot when they really shouldn't. Droll Nib is beating the Malice board. Imperm Nib is crazy. Like all of these hand traps in combination is crazy. People treat Nib like it's a turn skip, but you have to just trade cards. You trade with the A code. It was very good.
Is this 17 hand traps?
So 17 hand traps in the main, and that's the whole main deck.
Okay. See the side deck?
For the side deck, it was 3 Lancia, 3 Hunter, 2 Meows. So this is the 8 going into Malice going second. And to do these 8s, you side out 1 Habakiri, and then you do...
It's giving the master class right now.
Yeah, I'll do a little bit of the pattern. and then it's 3 draws.
Yeah.
And then 1 lack, 2 tracked. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah.
And then here you can even do 1 imperm. If you really want, you can do a paradise, but the paradise comes up a lot in the grind. You have to grind with malice a bit sometimes. There's Ather nice for this.
Yeah.
Pretty clean. Imperm is not great into malice.
Yeah.
And then these are just generic cards you have to play against Rogue and the Mirror.
Yeah.
You'll see in the Mirror, I'm only siding 4 because these are for going first.
Yeah.
And then going second into the Mirror is just this because the main deck hard beats the Mirror.
Okay.
And then 3 Judgment over any other Solemn because you need Judgment to beat Breakers because we're not on the Mitsurugi trap.
Okay.
You need to
That card's
negate
a brick,
talents. The Mitsurugi trap is a brick. It's all bricks. Try to cut down on your bricks. You don't need them.
Yeah. You don't even think it's good to side?
And the side, you don't need it. Judgment is just better.
Judgment's
just
better?
play Judgment.
Okay. Yeah.
And it's very clean side. I don't think I could cut anything. This is just tax. You have to play these.
Yeah.
And then I was gonna do 9 into Malice going second.
Yeah.
But you can see from even the 8, we're already siding an imperm. You don't want to side another imperm out.
No.
Like it feels awkward. And then going first, you just side out the drolls and then go like you actually side more going first than going second into Malice.
Okay.
You can side out the rest of the imperms.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. That's the side deck?
That is the side deck.
Let's see the extra deck.
The extra deck. We have IP. This is. It feels like this was the only real flex slot. I never really summoned this, but in theory it was fine because it plays into the Fua and makes like Murakamo IP. But it felt like most of the time I was just going Murakamo Baguska instead. So this is actually one of the only cards that's cuttable. The rest is, see that these are all mandatory Fiendsmith cards.
Of course.
We all know them. We all love them. The honorary Fiendsmith card.
You think Chaos Angel is mandatory?
Chaos Angel comes up a lot. In the Mirror, it like makes their stuff really awkward. You can banish their stuff and then they feel like they have to draw an imperm, they have to draw a talents to take it like any kind of way.
It's weird to out. Basically.
It's really weird to out. I think I made it once all day. Then Aggregator, this is the dump of X like 90% of the time, even when you're going first. I just dump this. Imps, this is mandatory to bridge your engines. And then the Detonator. And these two I was juggling on so much. It was playing 2 of these 3, Dugaris, Baguska, or Typhon. I was on Typhon at first, and no Baguska. And actually, Baguska is straight up the MVP. People think this doesn't beat Malice. It definitely does. Baguska plus Murakamo Prayer, like, they have to neg to out this, and then you still have a Raigeki. And in the Mirror, it's completely, like, disgusting. You just make it and they can never out it unless they play this card, and they have to neg to out it anyway. It's just so great. It's a crazy MVP card.
So in the Mirror, SP is like the only out?
SP seems to be the only out. Or Dynamundo. You can go Dynamundo. Some people on this, but you can't really play this if you're on Fiendsmith. There's no room.
That's fair.
I think the Mitsurugi Ryzeal build, I tested it a lot, and I was this close to bringing it to this YCS. I'm so glad I didn't, because the deck was just so bricks. 1 in 3, 1 in 4 hands you just can't play, or you see like 2 card hands. It was so bad.
Basically, so do you think most of your success came from being able to always just consistently play? Basically,
you consistently play.
Cut the bricks out and just play engine.
Cut the bricks, consistently play. Stop your opponent with your 17 hand traps, and then make a Detonator with a Baguska. Make a Dugaris draw 2. Like, make anything. There's no set combos in this build. You can really make anything you like. Like in my round 1, I had a board of Detonator with Desiree underneath, and then a Baguska with 1 lack underneath, and then a second lack in the grave, and Murakamo with a prayer. And it's like, it's just freestyle. I swear. You can do whatever you like.
So you like Baguska as an end piece, huh?
Baguska is a very, very good end piece, and you think it turns off your board, but they can't play either. They have to out this first.
They have to out it first, and then they play. And then when they out it, your stuff is live, right?
Exactly. There was a funny situation where I dumped this with X because I already went through Mitsu, and I needed the second X as follow-up to dump the Aggregator to chain block. So also be aware of this. Most of the time you'll dump this anyway, but you can dump this and then attach it. It's funny.
You think so? Yeah, that's smart. That's smart. Yeah, because sometimes you need your X to resolve, right?
Exactly. Sometimes you really need it to resolve.
Nice,
you
man.
can normal summon X a lot too.
Yeah.
That comes up a lot too.
To stop the lock, right? Basically.
To stop the lock. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Nice, man. Well, congratulations. Any shoutouts?
Shout outs to the homies around the table. You got
boys.
Moz, you got Pan, you got James, Emmanuel, Solomon, Nobi for driving us here. The guys at Hobbiesville locals, Carta locals, everyone at Ottawa, everyone at the No Limit Gaming in Ohio.
Let's go.
Shout out man behind the camera, Hussein, and the Ather Gaming gang. Thank you so much.
Awesome.
Shout out Lucas Sacco for the top 16. He made top 8. Unlucky, he should have won the tournament.
Yeah.
Good mouse player.
Awesome. Thank you so much, bro.
Thank you.